published 11:15 EDT, 3 November 2017 updated 11:29 EDT, 3 November 2017 Pep Guardiola has left the door open for a renewed attempt to sign Alexis Sanchez on a free transfer next summer, after failing with a £60 million bid for the Arsenal star on deadline day. Manchester City face Sanchez at the Etihad on Sunday, defending an unbeaten record after winning 9 of their first 10 Premier League games. Guardiola was reluctant to discuss the Chilean so close to the match, but admitted that City could still reinforce their attack at the end of the season despite having scored 35 goals so far in the league. Pep Guardiola has left the door open for a renewed attempt to sign Arsenal's Alexis Sanchez. "The strikers we have are going to stay next season," he said. "Maybe we will add. We are going to decide. Next season we have to shape the team again. Last season there was a lot of changes because the average age was 28 or 29. Now we are a young team. But we'll buy players. We'll try to analyze and buy the right players." The Manchester City boss said City could still reinforce their attack at the end of the season. Added, "You know my opinion on the players I have. Alexis, you know my opinion, but he's an Arsenal player. So it's not time, especially when we play them. The transfer window is closed. It's not time to talk about it. I have respect for Arsenal and my own players. Sanchez is an Arsenal player. His manager has to speak. We know the situation, it was open, and now it's closed. He's an Arsenal player, and so important for them. The talent he has, and we have to try to control him." City have scored 35 goals so far in the league and remained unbeaten in their 10 league games. Guardiola was more comfortable talking about Sanchez's teammate Mesut Ozil, who has come in for criticism in some quarters. The Spaniard faced the former Real Madrid star during his time in charge at Barcelona and accepts that sometimes Ozil's demeanor on the pitch encourages his critics. "I don't have doubts about him first in terms of quality," he said. "I enjoy him and have suffered from him at Madrid and here. Always he gets criticized when the team loses, a big target when they lose. But I admire him. Maybe his body language doesn't help him, but sometimes that confuses opinion. I accept your opinions, but all players know how tough it is to work out there. I don't have doubts. It's good for the Premier League to have players of this talent, but hopefully on Sunday he can play a bad game." Guardiola praised the quality of Mesut Ozil ahead of their Premier League clash on Sunday. Raheem Sterling was the City player linked with Arsenal if Guardiola had been successful in signing Sanchez, but the England winger has taken his game to a new level this season. Sterling's strike in the 4-2 win at Napoli in midweek was his 10th goal of the season. "I think he's enjoying scoring goals," added Guardiola. "He's not scared. He's not afraid to take a risk. And now he's seeing how good it is to score goals. Now he's more focused on that." Mikel Arteta, first-team coach, is working many hours and days after training specifically about the last action on the pitch, that control in the last moment to make the right movement in the final 3 or 4 meters. Raheem Sterling was linked with a switch to Arsenal, but has been very impressive this season. Added, "For himself, Raheem has wanted to stay there, to improve, to practice, to shoot at the goalkeepers. It's part of the mentality he needs. He knows a striker has to score goals, and he has to do that if he wants to achieve the next step. You won't survive in the high-level teams in his position if you don't score goals. Now the confidence is there and the club has new players coming in who can score goals. His final pass still has to improve. He has to do it better, but he can still do better. We can't forget he's 22 years old. We demand a lot with those kind of players. But he is curious, and if he will improve he will get it, for sure, definitely. He's young and he has time, and we are there to help him."